Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today we are talking about Daily Race A at Daytona Tri-Oval on PS5 Pro on PSVR2 and how disappointed I am with this race in VR. And it's not because the race is a wreck fest. It's kind of expected. And it's also not a GT7 thing that it's a wreck fest. I used to race in iRacing at Daytona. It used to be like my favorite race with NASCARs, and it was a wreck fest there as well. And I actually stopped doing the official races at Daytona because you were just expected to wreck and it would just ruin your whole rating and everything. So it's no different in iRacing than it is in GT7, and I was expecting to be even worse in GT7 considering that most of the races here are not oval races. So you know, throwing an oval race here is different than most of your circuit and road courses that they do. So I was expecting it. So that's not even where this is a complete failure. So let's talk about where it's a complete failure with again, PS5 Pro. I am also using the enhanced mode for the reprojection where it's supposed to look better, right? So we have more power on the Pro. PSVR2, I'm expecting everything to run smooth, run good, and I'm not even going to be talking about, you know, the issues with the horizon going in your thing and the car not moving with the horizon, but you know, your car rotating around you and that whole thing. You know, I've discussed that issue with this game in PSVR2, and that's not even where this is a failure. Where this is a failure is the frame rate is terrible. The smoothness is terrible. If you're like with a bunch of cars and you're coming down the start finish line where you have the grandstands, I mean, the dropped frames were atrocious. Obviously the developers did not run this race in VR, because if they did, they should shut off some of the shadows, remove some detail, do something, because I was so disappointed when things were just like, it was like almost like flashing in front of me frame by frame, and I was like, it was shocking. I was not expecting it to be that bad in this game based on, you know, all the other great experiences I have. And you know, I am a proponent for PSVR2 with GT7. I usually have nothing but good things to say about the whole experience, but this experience, especially if you're in a pack of cars, has just been really bad. Now, moving further than that, even if you're just running some qualifying hot laps and you're in PSVR2 on the PS5 Pro and enhanced mode, your time and you know, your HUD in front of you where it shows you the time and the laps and all that is all double imaged. The whole time it's double imaged. You can't even like make out the time if you're like waiting for a race and the countdown. It's double image. It's terrible. I can't believe months later we haven't even gotten the graphical fix for that. So, you know, a lot of issues with me with this race, with hot lapping, and you know, I was really looking forward. We got a nice oval race finally, not something we see often in GT7. So I highly disappointed. The race itself can be fun. You know, expect to wreck, guys. If you're gonna wreck, a lot of people don't know how to drive in packs, how to, you know, push and let off the throttle when you need to, and it's gonna be a wreck fest. You know, I think I did 6 or 7 races, and I think I finished one without actually wrecking, and that's because I started in pole and stayed in first place the entire race, so I was able to actually win the race that way. But otherwise, I think every other race I was in, I wrecked. It's gonna happen. So expect it. The whole, you know, nothing counts towards your rating or anything, and you know, you don't have to worry about any of that. So just have fun. Obviously, don't wreck cars on purpose or anything. You still want to, you still want to try to have a good race. You want to try to finish without wrecking. You want to try to have a good, clean finish. But it's going to happen when you have a bunch of cars racing close to each other, and you know, it's kind of expected. So the race itself can be fun. The cars are fun to drive. The whole thing for me was the PSVR2 issue. Now I'm kind of curious if you guys are running this on a so here comes the wreck in this one, running down on the straight on the back way here, and we kind of just got tied up there. and no room to go, and we kind of just spun out and wrecked there. And unfortunately, that kind of ended my day for this race. And then something funny happens here as we get back on here, that you can that we'll see. But if you guys are running a PS5 regular, let me know what your PSVR2 experience has been. If you guys are running a PSVR2 on a PS5 Pro, but not using the enhanced mode, and you have that turned off, let me know how your experience was for that. And you're not going to get the drop frames when you're running hot laps. And then, so here, you know, I went down to the bottom here, and then take a look at this. I was trying to give the cars room. They were obviously coming a lot faster than me, behind me. So I moved down, and then, bam, I got wrecked here again too. He apologized for it. It wasn't on purpose. I actually thought at first it was on purpose. I thought maybe it was like one of the cars that I went into on the lap before, but it wasn't. So that was an accident, and you know, all good. Again, nothing counts towards your rating or anything. So just have fun. But if you guys are using the PS5 Pro with the enhanced version off, let me know if you're experiencing drop frames in the actual race itself. When there's a lot of cars and you're coming, you know, to the grandstands, that's really where it's extremely noticeable, to the point where it's almost like flashcards. That's how bad it was, with the enhanced mode on. So I was extremely disappointed in that. But anyway, guys, hopefully we get some better VR experiences on some ovals here. Anyway, guys, thumb up the video, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.